Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to. Oh my God, I love that book.
Yes.
Say,
Oh my God, I love the book. I couldn't say
my
it.
God, I love that book.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I
I'm
love
not that book.
That book.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love
I'm
this book.
I'm Anne Marie Thomas.
I'm Megan Kathleen Humphreys.
And I'm Mary Grace Elliot.
Thank you for introducing yourself. This is our special guest today, Mary Grace.
Hi.
Hi. What do you like to go by, Mary or Mary Grace?
Whatever you're willing to say respectfully. MG, Mary Grace.
So wait, when you say respectfully, like
Right.
if we say Mary, that's not respectful.
Then I won't respond.
Grace.
No, I won't
Mary
respond.
Grace.
No.
Just like that.
Okay.
That's actually what I'm most responsive to.
Mary Grace.
Miss Elliot.
Oh, Lord.
Mrs. Elliot. So, and it's been a while, but we're back. We're obviously in a new location today.
Yes.
We are on set at the Legion Theater in Cartersville, Georgia, with the Pumphouse Players for a show. We have the director of the show here, and she's going to tell us what the show is and a little bit about what it's about.
So the show is called MACBITCHES. It is about 5 college-age girls, 2 seniors, 1 junior, 1 sophomore, and 1 freshman. They are all trying out for the part of Lady Macbeth in Macbeth for their school. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're all very, very excited. And they all are pretty sure that the role is going to go to one specific character. And very quickly we realized that that's not the case. And lo and behold, the freshman gets it.
Disgusting.
And that's not really giving anything away because that
No.
happens right at the beginning of the
Yeah,
show.
it is like the intro to
Yeah.
kind of the setup for the whole show. Yeah. So then the freshman gets invited over, and they just try to get to know her, and yeah, things happen.
Drama,
There's a lot of
comedy,
comedy. There's a lot of
drinking.
drama. Yes. If you went to school for theater, you will love the show.
I was very triggered, and I was like, oh, wow. And you'll see yourself in some of the characters. Certain ones for sure, like, oh, yeah, I was that character.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I'm like, oh, this is very familiar to me.
Mm-hmm.
Both, every year in the school when you're an upcoming freshman, you just think you know everything, and you don't. And then you get to your senior year, and you're like, oh, I do know everything, and you need to know your place. But then, of course, you go into the real world, and you're like, oh, I still don't know anything.
Right.
They
But
still have that
fantastic.
hubris that's intact.
Yeah.
Hubris.
Hubris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very short, simple play. It's only about 70 minutes long is what we're running it now.
So a lot of people last night, I worked front of house.
Yeah.
A lot of people were kind of eager to know what happened next, which I kind of like, that the show ends ambiguously. Like,
Right.
Someone
Absolutely.
has a change,
Right.
but
Right.
you don't get to find out what happens.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I think that says a lot about the author, Sophie McIntosh, and her ability to write a show that draws people in so much that they want to know what happens to those characters. You do become really invested in the characters and wonder, well, what does their life look like after?
I know.
And I think that also says a lot about the actors as well.
Yeah.
Being able to draw in the audience the way that they did and maintain that interest throughout the whole show.
They're very engaging.
Absolutely.
I felt like when I had an opportunity to watch it a few times. Full disclosure, I'm the producer.
It's been great working with you.
Yeah, thank you. It always feels a little gossipy, and I like that.
Yeah.
So I'm always like kind of sucked into it. But it's so good.
It felt very natural,
Mhm.
the ensemble. I was like, I
Yeah.
could see this being a real conversation and a real, how you would react and act during that time. I have nothing to do with the show. I'm just an audience member and a friend and an observer and note giver.
And we appreciate that about you.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much. But yeah, so what were your thoughts on the set?
The set.
Which is where we
Where
are.
we are right now. So this is a portion of whose apartment is this?
This is Lexi and Rachel, so the 2 seniors.
So we have
and an R for them.
Yep.
Very cute touch.
Yep. Well, the set I wanted to feel like a real apartment, and I think that we've kind of accomplished that with all the random doodads that people brought. A lot of people, you can see on the shelf behind us the textbooks that people brought from when they were in theater.
Yeah.
In college.
The textbooks that cost an arm and a leg.
Yes. So we have several $1,000s behind us on those shelves.
Which, because they're over a year old, are now worth $1.
Yeah.
But at the time,
Yeah. Back in the day, these could really.
Yeah. It's such
You
a
had to sell a
racket.
kidney for them.
Could have a nice side business.
Right.
I know. Well, I like how it's a great reflection on Lexi and Rachel trying to find their style.
Absolutely, yeah.
I remember being a college gal myself, trying to figure out how do I want my living space to look.
Right, yeah.
So it's really cute looking at the pillows and how they're trying to tie things together. They have the ivy splashed everywhere with fairy lights.
They have those things where they've obviously tried to like be like other people, with the ivy and the twinkle lights. But then the ways that they aren't like other people, like with the sword on their wall and
Hey,
show
that sounds like
posters.
someone I know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's a sword on her wall. Here,
Couple
various
axes, too.
various
Yeah.
weaponry.
I was thinking it's not limited to a sword.
right.
A
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sword on the wall and like the posters, the signed posters of the shows they've done.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Super
great.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I like it. And the little pride flag. I like our pride flag.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Don't know. I better air this one.
That's a look at me because I'm the one that's probably gonna edit it. Yeah. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Whenever it is.
Whenever you see this, hopefully it'll still be Pride.
Hey, it's always pride in our hearts.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right. You're right. You're right.
But you know, in Canada, they have a whole season. It's
Really?
not just June.
We're in Canada.
Well, Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island for sure.
Really?
Mhm.
Move.
I was there in July last year. Oh yeah. I liked how all their government buildings had pride flags and they had rainbow crosswalks. It was really cool.
That's
nice.
really cool.
They
I like
also
that.
recycle very well there. That has nothing to do with pride. I was just really happy.
Well,
to
you
see
can
that.
be
She's
proud,
proud
of
of
recycling.
recycling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very proud of recycling.
I'm proud of them for recycling.
Yes,
Good on them.
absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Good for Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
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 I wouldn't mind living there. It was really nice.
You know, when I was in St. James Island, it was really nice.
I wanted-
liked it. That was gorgeous. Although the time
really-
difference really
It's
blew my mind.
it's like
It's like an hour and a half difference.
Right.
And it was like, what time is it? I don't understand.
It's super weird.
What is going on?
Did you
But
go?
It's beautiful.
Were you just in St. John's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, St. John's. I said St. James. It's St.
Oh,
John's.
I knew
I'm
what
so
you-
sorry.
I knew what you
Sorry,
meant
St. John.
because it's on my list. But there's a place where it's
I
like
did. I got screeched in and everything. I already talked about that on
Yeah.
a different episode, but you're just gonna have to watch. Yeah, I kissed a dead codfish to get screeched in, and I'm an official and took a shot and did the ceremony, and I'm a honorary Newfoundlander.
So is that something they made up just for tourists? Or
Probably.
Okay, sort of like when you tell someone new to town that everyone likes to go snipe hunting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
But listen, we actually do something, and you get a certificate for it, so I'm okay with that. And it helps, helps the local economy. 'Cause
We
you
should
get
do that
paid
with
for
the
it.
theater.
Yeah, just
You
come
want
up
to
with
be a
ceremony.
yeah, have a weird ritual
Yeah.
that people
You have
to
to
do.
spend the
Frozen
night
dead
on the
fish.
stage and not be freaked out by the ghost.
Yes.
It's like a
I
lock-in.
have listen.
Oh my
Every good theater has a
God.
ghost.
Yeah.
I have never experienced a ghost in a theater.
Oh.
I know about them. I know about all the theaters I've been in and their ghosts. I personally have never had a ghost experience in a theater, but that's part of like why you have your ghost light. If you're not familiar with the tradition of putting a ghost light on the stage, you put one single like lamp or whatever on the stage when you leave, so there's always a light on the stage.
And you know what we don't do here?
Have
No.
a ghost light.
So
We
there's
talk about
ghosts
having a
everywhere.
ghost light,
Yeah.
but
I mean, this building's pretty old, and many things have happened in it, so I feel like.
Yeah,
just like most other
Yeah,
good
maybe.
community theaters, the theater was once a movie theater that caught fire. because
Multiple times.
every movie theater I've ever been in was once a movie theater that caught fire and then was converted into a stage theater.
Well, a lot of that had to do with the film.
Yeah, the film was
Yeah.
highly flammable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Celluloid, was that what it was called?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
If you know better, correct us. Comment.
Please.
Share.
Call in.
Call in.
Oh
Hello.
my gosh, we have a call.
Hello? First call. Hello?
Hello.
Ghost, if you're in here and you'd like to be part of...
They just hit the second tower.
You're going to have to edit that out.
I did have a ghost experience.
Oh my God.
Oh, did you?
I did.
I might be editing that out.
Okay.
Oh my God. I was going to say, if you're in here, Ghost, and you want to make an official appearance on here, please feel free to do something.
Are you there?
What's her name?
Ghost?
What's her name?
Ghost.
Hildegard. I don't know.
No, isn't it like Lucy or?
I don't know.
Oh,
I really don't know.
that does sound like a ghost.
Well,
I feel like that was my old ghost in my old theater
Maybe.
school.
I
You
had
should
a,
probably
Maybe
name
they're all
the
named
ghost.
Lucy.
I had a slight paranormal experience when I was here alone in the afternoon a couple
Yes,
years
me
ago.
too. Like
Um,
literally 2 weeks ago.
And then it turned out to be a rat.
Oh, no, this was not a rat.
Okay, well, tell us.
Oh, okay. I was working on painting the set, just getting through some things and taking a break every now and then. And I had music playing for most of the time, and then at one point the music like kind of cut out because I clicked on a video. And anyway, but it was so quiet, and I swear that I heard like the front side door open, and I said hello, and no one said anything. And then I heard footsteps coming down this hallway, and like you can absolutely hear when somebody steps
Yes.
there because of
Everything's
the wood.
creaky and wood.
It's
and old.
very, very creaky. And I said hello again, and I looked because we have just like this beaded curtain right here
Yeah.
on the set that you can look through. And so I was waiting for somebody to
Say hi.
walk past or be there because the footsteps sounded like they were approaching it. Nothing.
Yeah. So Tally and I from improv, we've heard that before.
But being the reason, well, could it be someone going upstairs? There's an apartment upstairs.
But
Are
the
you sure
apartment
it's
doesn't
not-
extend over the over this.
Their apartment is.
Could it be
over-
echoey?
There's not
probably
really hallways there though in that building.
No, it's just you go.
It
up
would
the
be like
stairs
crossing
there.
this way too. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there's a lot of insulation from set pieces in between.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So-
soundproofing up there.
But we've heard it several times. As a matter of fact, there have been times that we've been here rehearsing and, waiting on the last few people to come in. And we've heard the back door open and we've just waited for it's usually one person. I'm not going to call him out. And we're like, maybe he's going to the bathroom. And then 10 minutes go by. And then this person walks in and he's like, oh yeah, I just got here. And we're like, are you sure? If you were pooping, it's okay.
Right, you can say that.
We're okay.
Everybody
We all do it.
Everybody poops. And he's like, no, I literally just got here. We're like, well, who opened the door? Oh god. And
Maybe it's
we've never found anyone.
Maybe it's one of those weird time warp type places.
Maybe
Where it's you're hearing
That'd be cool.
old past sound or future sound.
maybe. Or we're anticipating the sound.
If there was ever a time warp situation, though, I hope that it would help me get more done. Not just
But it's like a
sound.
ghost time warp thing. I don't know. Or we could just do the time warp. Let's do the time
we know?
warp.
Okay.
Do we know anybody? Did anybody die in the fires? I don't know much about the
think
fires
so.
that happened here.
No, but there might just be residual energy from overdramatic people doing
Well,
overdramatic things.
That's the theater
Shakespeare.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely this show too.
The Scottish play, even though we say it often during the show. And the rules are weird about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel like if theater is a big part of your life and you're here a lot, we've had people who almost lived here. They were here so much
Oh yeah.
and who have passed on. Maybe they're just coming back to turn off the lights.
Make
or
sure things are still running.
build the set.
Yeah.
Turn off the water. You know.
Most of the people who come and participate here are very, very dedicated to the computer itself. So.
Oh, well, I thought you were about to say they're
Awesome.
very, very dead.
They're so dead.
Everyone
Very,
dies.
very
If
dead.
you volunteer here, you die.
No, no,
Everybody poops.
Not yet.
no, don't.
Everybody
Everyone
dies.
does poop. Everybody dies.
And everybody.
But
pays
not
taxes.
just because you
And everybody
volunteer.
pays
Those aren't
taxes.
correlated.
No,
And
no,
so,
it doesn't have a.
yeah.
It's just a coincidence.
It's a coincidence.
It's the circle of life.
It's a coincidence.
It moves us all.
So hello,
Hello?
hello,
If you're here, tap on something, I guess.
or knock loudly because we might not hear the tap.
Yeah.
No.
It would be terrible if somebody knocked on the front door now.
That would
It'd be amazing,
I
actually.
would be convinced.
I would laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, I guess.
Guess we don't have a ghost. Ooh, or it's gonna be a thing where like we play this back.
And we see the
something.
ghost.
Yeah, or we
Tell
hear
us.
it.
People, audience, did you see anything behind us or anything happening? Any movement with that beaded
Any
curtain back
sound?
there? Anything?
And
Random
Because
audio
honestly,
picked
we
up.
are the only ones in
Yeah.
this building. No
And
one would believe that. We
ghost,
truly
if you're-
are.
if you're trying to communicate with us, tell us something gossipy.
Tell us, give us some good
Yeah.
hot goss.
Yeah, I want to know like who was hooking up.
Who did you see in the back room with so and so?
I do have an unanswered question here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we were cleaning the light booth, gosh, maybe 15 years ago.
Mm.
And in the process of cleaning stuff out, because we were doing one of our big spring cleanings or whatever, we found 2 condoms up in the tech booth. And to this,
Used
no, they were in the
Okay.
wrapper.
I was
Okay.
about to say,
I was
They were
like,
in the wrapper.
I
Okay.
don't want to know.
I just want to know why would you be doing it up there?
Well, they
There's no
didn't.
nothing-
Either they
Oh,
did
no,
and
it's
didn't
right-
refused to use the condoms, or
Right,
they were
and
claimed to, or they
that's-
just fell out of a purse, or
It's how we get future people to come.
They were like sitting on the
theater breeding
counter.
program.
Oh, I hate
They were
that.
just sitting on the counter.
Yeah,
Like
like
they expired. Like someone was like, "I'm going to use
These
these in a minute," and then things went, didn't work out.
What
and
if
they're
some
like,
were used? What if there were more and they used the furniture?
let me tell you, there have been some people who have
Where's
come
has
through
this
these-
couch been?
Yeah,
There.
Oh no!
some rats have probably fucked on it. I'm just being real with you.
Okay.
Are you guys allowed to curse on your podcast? Or are you gonna bleep it out?
Oh, we've said so many.
Yeah.
Clearly, someone hasn't watched it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
so sorry.
Wow.
I've seen
Clearly.
the. I
Oh
watched
my
the first two.
You know what? Now that you've admitted that, we're going to start a rumor about you.
There are already
I'm
so
gonna
many rumors
We're gonna start
about
a rumor about you.
Cool.
About those
Why?
condoms for yours. You went back in time.
15 years ago.
She went back in time.
God.
15 years ago, I was.
She time traveled.
Yeah, I was like, no.
She went back in time.
All right, so what brand were they?
Durex.
Were they
I
red?
have
Were they just plain? Did they
Okay.
glow in the dark?
I know.
What kind were they?
I have a picture of them somewhere.
If they were glow in the dark, that would make so much sense. It's
Yeah.
so dark up there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've got to find the picture. I know I have a picture of them.
We need a guiding light.
So excited.
No, if we weren't using my phone, I
You're
would,
like in the tech booth. I can't see. Hold on. I got you.
Hold on, I got to glow in the dark condoms. You can't see anything. Let me put this out.
Wait, hold on.
It was, it was a legit reason to use them.
That's why they were there.
Yeah, that's it. They were
Oh my
there.
God, Megan.
Come this way.
Well, they might have been used for like mic packs. Oh
Glow
God,
in the
I
dark
just killed.
condom?
Not go what?
Condoms?
Yes, you put condoms. So if you have a mic pack, it's to keep from getting wet, like from your sweat.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So we did this for show. When you have a mic pack on your body, and you're gonna, especially for like a musical or something where you're dancing,
Yeah.
most of the time the mic packs are in case you put a condom around it to protect it from sweat.
Do you have to get like
and
extra
keep it
large
dry.
items, or
I don't know. I'm not the
are
sales
there
person.
square shaped?
I'm just imagining a lot of pats.
They
flopping
are
around
like
with condoms.
they change. You can put it on a square shaped something for that reason.
But don't
Okay.
use it again later.
No, please don't. It's all stretched out.
I've got my prophylactic. Do you remember
Listen.
that from Extras? Daniel Radcliffe had his little condom that he took around.
Oh yes,
yeah.
yes.
I did not.
I've seen that clip.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so technically they could be. But were you using mic packs for that show?
We've
No.
never used mic
No,
packs.
so
There's no
then
need
that
on it.
would be no need for that. So I'm going with the glow in the dark condom theory.
Okay.
That they needed it for light. They couldn't find something. Although, how bright are those?
Well, not bright enough to.
There's a shop right down the way. We could go.
We could.
Oh,
we
we
could go and be like, I have questions.
Do you have a single glow in the dark?
I'm not
we have
going
a
to
theory.
say
We
the
need
name
to test
until they
it.
become a sponsor.
What
I just would like for them to become a sponsor.
of the theater?
Yeah.
Do you,
Durex?
I don't know if that. No,
No, the people who
Oh, the
peddle
shop.
those
The shop.
wares. They peddle those wares.
I don't know how
I like the shop.
our patrons would approach that.
I mean, we don't have to put them on a banner. It can just be in the program.
Right?
Yeah.
Really,
They provide a very needed service. For
they
this
do
community
absolutely,
do.
absolutely.
in multiple different ways.
It's a
Currently, they have a big, large cage in there that you can buy.
what? I
Yeah,
haven't been
and
in
round.
there in a
Well,
minute.
you can see right in the window. So,
Yeah,
I
there's
walked
no
by and I
sense.
didn't see it the other day. Oh man!
well, yesterday I walked by and it was there.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I really want the angel wings that are in there.
They're cute. They're cute.
Really
a lot of
cute.
good things for
Mhm.
costuming.
Yeah.
Just saying. Where were they when we did No Sex Please We're British?
Oh,
Oh,
exactly.
they were probably still in their Dallas location.
They have multiple locations.
Yeah. They
All
like
right,
to-
so we've got ghosts, we've got condoms, we've got questions that are unanswered. We have been interviewing Mary Grace today, director of MACBITCHES. Now, what you probably want to know is what book are we going to talk about? Technically, we could talk about MACBITCHES as a book, as a play that we could read, but also Megan has a book with for today.
I know. I've been reading through this Crossfire series, which has really been stressing me out.
By Sylvia Day.
Yeah, these folks are in what I would describe as a very toxic relationship, but it's passed off as sexual and romantic. Well, I mean, it's passed off as romantic. That's the
Okay, I was
issue.
like,
Yeah. Sexual should be chaste. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway.
like,
No, it's pretty good. It's Gideon and Eva are the main characters, and they both have trauma that they're working through.
same girl said.
Yeah, I know, but this is like serious trauma.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You
Do you know my trauma? So
do you
could
know
you-
their trauma?
Could
Not
you
yet.
read an excerpt
Ooh,
from the book?
hold on. Let's see.
If the
Hold
answer's
on.
no.
I didn't mark a spot.
Ooh, what about the first like 3 sentences? I always find that like the first 3 sentences of a book have to grab me.
The first 3,
Yeah.
and if they don't grab you,
Then I put
do it. Read the first 3
Okay.
sentences to see if
Oh.
Mary Grace wants to read it. Well, this one just says angel.
No, they've lost me.
Yeah, I don't like
It's a
the
terrible
nickname.
sentence.
Yeah, hold on. Ugh, I should have marked
While
it.
we're waiting for
Yeah.
that, do you have any? Let's talk about fan fiction.
Fan
Do you have
okay.
any fan fiction that you enjoy?
Yes. Yes.
Are you willing to share that with our?
Sure.
I won't share the titles of the ones that I've
No,
written,
no.
but
Oh, you've written fan
I've
fiction.
written
I
fan
wanna
Oh my
know.
God, you've written fan fiction.
yes.
Recently or back in the day when you were younger?
It's been about 5 or 6 years.
Okay, but what
Yeah.
who was
Okay.
what?
It was about a character I made up in the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
Oh, a made-up character.
An
Yes.
original character.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
And
Yes.
in the Star Wars, were they
The-
Jedi? Were they bounty hunter?
They were Jedi. I had a major crush on Adam Driver.
As you should.
Yes.
I mean, hey.
You have to compete with John Oliver, though.
Yeah.
I know, like, a lot of people are not a fan of the most recent trilogy, but the tension that they created in the last movie.
I enjoyed it. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
I know, not unpopular opinion, but I thought it was entertaining, and I enjoyed it. You just,
I liked it, and I get really tired of the toxic Star Wars fans who get mad about like every little thing because it wasn't just like
like it doesn't have to be. That's the nice thing about like having a fandom to base off of, but go to something else. If you're repeating the same things, it gets really boring.
Right.
But having a good base and like a universe built out that you can create from there, I think is really fun. And that's kind of what I did with my fan fiction.
Okay.
But I had to stop because I couldn't decide if this character who in the story grew up with him when he was Ben Solo, if they were going to have something romantic happen or not. And so then I just like
I love that you wrote some
fun.
fan fiction. That is fantastic.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do you have any other like fan other than Star Wars or Ben Solo, Kylo Ren?
Yeah. While I've kind of moved a little bit away from the fandom now, I did read a lot of Harry Potter fan fiction. Big fan of some of those, but not the ships that are very popular.
Oh.
My favorite, I think, is Fred Weasley and Hermione Granger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I haven't even thought about that.
Because it's
really
really tragic, actually, most of it, because it's like she settles her wrong because Fred dies.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
It's so
wow. Can you imagine though, like Fred and Hermione, like he's kind of a bad boy.
Listen,
he's not really a bad boy.
He's
mischievous.
Yeah,
and he's not a butt like his brother Ron.
And he's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Funny.
Look at some of the fan edits. There are some good
God.
ones out there.
You know, I hadn't thought
We may
about
have
that,
to
but
check
makes
that
a lot of
out.
sense. Yeah.
Oh, severe thunderstorm.
Oh, cool.
Warning. So did you find a quote? Okay.
All right.
And this again, what is this from?
This is from the third book in the Crossfire series,
By Sylvia Day.
Entwined with You, Sylvia Day. So this is hard to get light on it. I felt my stop it.
I'm gonna try to keep a serious face.
I can't. I felt my face heat. For your information, I didn't get off even once while we were apart. Never even got the urge because we weren't together. He leaned into the counter, resting one elbow on the cool black granite. I like fucking you because you're you, not because I'm a cock-hungry slut. If you don't like it, grow a gut, or stop showering, or something. I slid off the stool, or just say no, Gideon.
Words to live by.
You're on the third book?
Words to live by.
I just had to know, like, what happens.
To be fair, I am reading the Zodiac Academy series, and it is a difficult series. If I physically had the first book, because I'm listening to the audiobooks, I would have thrown it multiple times. I hated the first book. The rest gets better, but I prefer the Ruthless Boys of the Zodiac. It's like a sub series. It's like 5 books that are in the same world, set 5 years before it, with some familiar characters, but mostly different. I liked that one better. But like by book 4 or 5, it's just smut, basically. It's mostly just smut. So I was like, my God, there's a lot of smut happening right now.
I
like 90% of the book is smut. And some of it, it's like, I don't know if that's physically possible.
Yeah, there have been a few things I've read that I'm like, I have to stop and I have to
do a dive.
Well, I think I think it's only because they're like fae type of characters, and like that they're like they can get away with this.
You know,
they can like heal themselves. I'm like, all right.
The self-healing thing is something that comes up with like the Ice Planet Barbarians, because they're Kui, Because I'm like, how do these people not have UTIs?
Anyway,
Sorry.
anyways, it's
Sorry.
fantasy, clearly.
Okay.
But yeah, so now I'm back with the Zodiac series, and it's still pissing me off. But it's like that, like I have to know, like I have to continue to listen to it.
Yeah,
even
It's like
though
the car crash.
it pisses
I
me
know
off
that's like
every
this book.
time.
Like they're so toxic, but I'm like, no, I've got to know. I need to know.
Do they work it out?
I don't know. We're on book 3.
They're like on again, off again, and then like the reasons why they're off are like mysterious, and she can never know. Just has to trust him, and I'm like,
I'm not
So
good
ti-
enough
I'm
for
tired
you.
of that trope.
I
Okay.
don't like this. But
Just
I'm
be
still
flawed
like,
and honest.
well, did she trust him? No, I don't know.
Mhm.
It annoys me.
Sounds like Zayden and Violet
Well, Gideon and Eva.
from Fourth Wing series.
Oh, I need one. I really need
I
one.
haven't
I've been
read those
recommended
either.
that by several friends.
Which one is the first book?
Fourth Wing.
Fourth. Okay.
It's Fourth Wing, Iron Flame,
Mm.
and then Onyx Storm.
Okay.
Onyx Storm just came out. Right?
I saw that.
I like the first and the third book better than the second book.
Sometimes the second books in series are kind of slow because
They're still trying to figure out what the series is going to end.
And just
Yeah,
the
like
characters,
the
she
bridge.
pissed me off. It's just annoying to me. So, but it's like that whole trusting thing, and I was like, ugh.
I don't
That's
like
my
it.
problem with Avatar is I don't like the main character.
Era.
She's so
Nobody likes.
She's the
Era.
worst.
Sorry,
I haven't read
nobody
it.
likes.
No. I'm like,
Let's
so you just
give me an
happen to all the
Azrael
other
book.
people,
Just
right?
give me an Azrael book. And let's get going. That's all I want.
Mhm.
We got Cassian and Nesta. Give me Azrael. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So bringing it back around, if you are in the Cartersville, Georgia area or surrounding area and want to experience an amazing show that's not very long, really great humor, drama, great acting. I get bored. Like I've done theater my whole life, but I get bored in plays, and this play did not bore me, which is saying something. It was really well done. And mostly because of your director over here. So check out Pumphouse Players online and get some tickets. It's playing this weekend and next weekend. What are the dates and times again?
The weekends are the 6th through the 8th, and then the 13th and 14th. We have a matinee. So Sunday we have a matinee at 3, and then our shows on Friday and Saturday are generally starting at 8. But next Saturday, the 14th, we also have a matinee show instead of a Sunday show.
Because
So
the
it's
next
3 p.m.
day is Father's Day.
Yep. I've asked so many people, what, you don't want to go see this show on Father's Day?
Just on Father's Day.
I know. What dad wouldn't want to come see this show?
Right.
Yeah.
For those of us who aren't close with our fathers.
Oh.
You
It's
know?
weird though. Father issues don't really come up as much as mother issues.
No, but that's, I feel like, real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
All right. See us again. See us again.
See us again. See us again.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Thanks for letting us use the stage.
Yeah.
You better see us again. All right.
See us again.
Okay, bye.
That's
Bye.
a threat and a promise.
No ghosts. Sorry, y'all.
All right. Be good.